Thank you all for coming. So this is the second year of the COBIS GSL World Catalyst. We are so delighted to be working with such a great partner as the Council of British International Schools. We've been working with COBIS over the years. We've been working on our Global Goals competition a few years back, and we are so excited to be doing the Virtual Leadership Weekend for the second year running. A program which is exclusive for just students attending COBIS schools. Perfect. And the program really works towards achieving our vision at GSL, a world led by a global movement of socially conscious leaders. And you guys are those socially conscious leaders. Our job is to simply give you the space to develop your social consciousness even more and to become even greater leaders. The global social movement has been running for close to a decade now and is brought to you by Future Foundations and Wellington Leadership and Coaching Institute. So those two organizations came together and created this movement, which organically grew to become this movement that is now in 106 different countries. Thousands of young people every year are involved in GSL. So the experience, we can take the experience and put it into three elements. So first of all, in November the 12th, you will have a 3-day Catalyst course. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Catalyst course, that will be followed by a period of 30 days of an independent challenge. More about that in a moment. But this is super exciting. This will allow you to put what you've learned into practice. And then finally, there's time for celebration and certificates, because we want to really appreciate the work that you're doing and give you a certificate, which might be very useful in your future. Let me just show you a quick quote here from one of our participants recently, who took part in one of our programs. Just have a read. I'm sure Amir and Monica are looking at this and thinking, oh, it's Portugal, awesome. Yes, exactly. Portugal and many more countries. And what we've highlighted from this quote is really what the program is all about. It's about developing your global leadership skills, skills for the future, and engage in great conversations among the diverse cultures that form the program. So you guys are incredible with what you bring from each of your cultures, and we want to see that at the program and have those great conversations. To give you a little bit more context about the 3 days, so first of all, I would like to take your attention to the left-hand side of this table. So looking at the timings, we have 2 time slots ready for you. So we have an 8 a.m. start date, the start time, and a 3 p.m. start time. So, and that's all in GMT. So you need to look at how it really works in your country, which is the more appropriate time to start your program. And you can see that each day the program runs for just under 4 hours, 4 sessions every day. And if I now take your attention to the blue color on the screen with the themes. So on day 1, we look at leadership foundations. We're going to have some exciting speakers. And we're going to be looking at what leadership means to you. And we're also going to be looking at your well-being. Well-being is paramount to all that we do, because we live in a constantly changing and more complex world. And we need our leaders to look after themselves first before they look after others. Day 2 is all about the need for change. So we're going to be looking at the local and global issues. We're going to be looking at your passions, and we want to create that vision for the future. And of course, once you leave the course, the world will probably be putting a lot of barriers in front of you. So you need to have that resilience to push through. So we're going to be talking about resilience as well. And the last day is all about the plan to action. We have this spring model that we use, spring into action, that will help you to prepare yourselves to go to that next level and be the agent of change in your community. Also, from our participants recently, Sian from South Korea, the GSL World Catalyst course was good because it was a chance for me to develop my confidence, share my ideas, develop new friendships, and discover what I'm passionate about and how to take action. Danielle from Australia said, it allowed me to expand my knowledge and understanding of the world around me and taught me how to make a positive change in the world. And if you are, as I'm sure you are, you probably also want to make a change in the world. And this is exactly the beautiful space to get yourself prepared for that. So once the 3-day course is done, and of course it's all about, making new friends, meeting new people, it will be amazing that you put those new skills into action. So for a period of 30 days, we want you to look at the issues that you care for, apply the passion that you have for them, and really focus on a goal for 30 days. What could you do in order to impact that issue in some way? We will support you every step of the way. So we will be sending you out emails about any deadlines, we'll bring in you inspiration. And also this year, for the first time, we're going to open up an online community for you guys. So after the program, you will be able to still engage with your new friends from the GSL course in the thing that we call the GSL Hive. So you will get more information and details how to use that on the course. But the GSL Hive is really an incredible way for that peer support. So we're looking forward to seeing you interact with each other after the 3-day course. So the big question is, what do students need to do? In those 30 days, we want you to explore first. Have a look around. What's happening in your local community? What's happening at your school? Is there any issues that you really would like to engage with? If yes, then the second thing, engage with that. Engage with your community. Do something about the issue that you care about. So it's all about taking action. And finally, we want you to let us know what you've done. Evidence is really important. So during your independent challenge, make sure to take photos, screenshots, any sort of evidence to show us what you've been doing. And this is something which is great because we create this incredible resource for people in the future on ideas of projects. And you probably are thinking, okay, so what do you mean by those projects? So let me show you a few examples. So we define social action and we class it into those 3 areas. So you can either pledge, you can publish, or power. So in this example, Alp pledged to swim 15 kilometers in 10 days and raised £1,100 for an issue he cared about, which was the fires that are unfortunately happen quite a lot because of the changes in climate, etc., etc. So he cared about this issue so much. So he took action. And he used the fundraising to make an impact and also to raise awareness. Another example of pledging is Vivian, who undertook a 24-hour sports in silence. She raised £350 with that and also created this amazing, really stunning poster. I have no idea how hard it must be to stay silent for 24 hours. So she's done an incredible job there. If you feel very creative, we invite you to do a publish challenge. So we have an example of Michael, who spent 33 hours creating and sharing a podcast about climate change. So he had to really explore the issue a lot, then engage, create the podcast, use his creativity, and then upload it somewhere into the world and share this. And if you think about this, you must be hearing about, oh, this is a great podcast. This is a great podcast. Michael here has this incredible experience at school by creating his own podcast. What can he go on and do in his future? It's really up to him, but it looks amazing and an amazing start of being a creative publisher. Misha helped an NGO learning initiatives for India with their social media and rebranding. And this is such a cool project, because if you think about it, I'm sure you all are on social media in some way, and sometimes you scroll, and she thought, let's not just consume all that content. Let's actually use my creativity to create exciting content and help an organization that does cool things to have a wider reach. And you can see it's some beautiful tiles, etc. Really a lot of thought and creativity went into this. And finally, you can also power. So power, it's all about identifying something, an initiative that is happening already in your local community. So Vanessa, she supported her local social enterprise business center in Hong Kong and gathered volunteers to distribute food packages to the elderly and homeless. And what's really special is that she didn't create this project. She just thought, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to put all my energy into this. I'm going to get my friends involved, and we're going to make a huge impact. And that's such a real cool example of powering an existing initiative. And the final example I have for you is Mahiro, who collaborated with the Sriracha City Council to collect and donate 170 kilograms of rice, 612 bottles of water, 131 tinned food, and 260 packs of noodles. Think about this. In 30 days, she's done all this. She also met the mayor of her city. Can you imagine having that impact to have and talk to your mayor and impacting your local community like this? And just because you've went on this 3-day course and then you decided to take action, that's just phenomenal. And this is exactly what we want you to do. This is just a few examples, but we have much more examples on our website, and we're going to be talking through some more examples in our course. So there's no way you will not have an idea of what to do after those 3 days. And finally, once you've done your great work, you've engaged with the community, you evidence what you've done, we invite you to celebrate during our graduation event. You can save the date now. It's December the 16th. And again, it will happen in 2 time slots. First one is going to start at 8 a.m. and the second one at 3 p.m. All of you who take part will receive a certificate of completion of the 3-day course. And if you submit evidence of your challenge, we will also give you a second certificate for the independent challenge. And certificates are, can be used then in your university applications, etc., etc. It will help you to stand out from the crowd with your volunteering work that you do outside of school. So this has been quite a lot of me talking. So let me just show you maybe quickly, what did the students say who took part in the Catalyst program last year?
My name is Rosa, and I'm calling from Dubai, and my coach was Lena. And what I most enjoyed about the course was actually the meaning behind it, and the fact that so many different young people of so many different backgrounds could all come together and just put together their views on things and eventually have a big mix of swirling ideas that we could, I don't know, put in the cracks of the earth to act as cement. And that's just amazing. And I also like the fact that we can grow ourselves and learn new things and overcome challenges together. And after doing this course, I didn't really have an intention of just stopping there. So I just did my best, and with the inspiration that I had after this, I just managed to get a website going and even a blog. And I felt inspired to continue with these courses and maybe take lessons in debating and speaking, because now I know that your voice is like the most important weapon that you own. This course by itself is like actually something that can save the world, or at least save me from losing the inspiration that I could have had, well, that I have now. And yeah, I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to participate in this course and to come by these people.
Wow. So Rosa actually kept her word. She stuck by it. She's a superstar. She kept going beyond the 30 days. She kept going with the blog and with the website. And she took part also in our GSL festival in June. She keeps in touch within the GSL movement, which is really, really amazing. I'm sure you're curious about what the other students had to say in this video. I would like to invite you to look at our website for the program. At the bottom of the website, there is that video. You can see what Angela, Federica, and Lucas had to say about their experience and their projects. And so strongly encourage you. It's just an 8-minute video. So, and I'm sure you probably want to hear more from your peers. So go and have a look after the webinar. Cool. So I think I've said everything what it is to say about the experience. So you're probably going to ask, how can you get involved? So there are 2 ways for you to get involved. You can either apply for the program as an individual booking, as an individual student, which is on the left-hand side, or you can come to the program as part of a school group. So this is a conversation you need to have with the teacher who invited you to this webinar, to find if you can get at least 10 students. If not, you can join as an individual. So you can see the difference in price, the school groups, because it saves on a lot of admin, etc. So we pass on that saving to the schools. So if you have a school group, you will have a saving of £20, which is amazing. And also, it is worth to take action earlier rather than later. We close registration on the 31st of October. So that's the time when you have to really decide. But if you want to take advantage and save yourself a bit of money, you should be booking by the 9th of October, which is our early bird price. So you can see it's £35 difference, for the individuals and for the groups, which is a significant saving. So take action. Right, so let me tell you what are the kind of steps for students who are first coming as individuals, and then we're going to go into the school group. So as an individual, you have literally just 2 steps. First is pay for your place. So you can see that at the top of the image at the top is a screenshot of our website. From the menu, you can have a drop down and see the pay for your place. That's where you go. This will take you to our product page, which you can see a screenshot as well, and follow the steps, complete the payment. And once you do that, you will receive an email from us. And this is the email you receive. And you can see this link in bold. Click to complete student registration parental consent form. So this is the second step. We need you to have your parents present and discuss this program, and obviously say, yes, we are happy for you to be on this. Complete that registration form. And I have a little snippet from that registration form, which is a very important question. When would you like to attend the program? So as I mentioned earlier on, we have 2 time slots available. So starting from 8 a.m. or starting from 3 p.m. UK time. So please check what this time is in your country. You can have a look on our website. There is a converter. You can also get in touch with us if you're not sure about which time zone would be more suitable for you. And if you are coming as part of a school group, you need to follow the instructions of your teacher in terms of payment, because we will be invoicing the school for all of your places. So you need to find out, you probably have an existing system at the school for collecting payments. So please check with your teacher for that. And again, you probably want to make the payments earlier than later to benefit from the early bird prize. And once you pay for your place at the school, your teacher will share a link with the registration. You can also find the link on our website. So again, you can see the screenshot from the website. There is a submenu called Recruitment Toolkits, and that page has the link. If you see in the middle, you have those buttons. There is the orange button saying link to student registration and parental consent form. Again, we want you to complete that. Please only complete it if you know that you're coming as part of a school group. This is really important because these are two different kind of avenues and communication routes. And again, here you also choose if you want to come in the morning or in the afternoon. So last year we had some schools that all attended at the same time, or we had schools that some students attended in the morning, some students attended in the afternoon. So we've got some students from Lisbon in Europe. Potentially both could be good for them. So it might be a personal choice. So please discuss this with your teacher and also discuss it with your parents, and then make that decision at the point of registration. Just a few words on the online safety. Since the pandemic started, we've worked with over 3,000 young people online, and we've created some really robust processes to make sure that you guys stay safe. So one of the things we do, we ask you to sign up to our code of conduct. That means that everyone that is in the room is being respected. So this is a hugely important thing. The parental consent form, we've already touched on that. That's at the point of registration. All of you will receive a Staying Safe online guide, which is a great resource beyond this program. It's something that you can read, and there are some websites we share to help you be more safe in this ever-changing world. All the sessions have been risk assessed, and we have all our policies available on our website. And Michelle Horn, our operations director and designated safeguarding officer, looks after all those policies. Excellent. So who is excited for the program? I hope you guys are. Please let me know in the comment section if you are. What are your thoughts, things, comments? And also, please type any questions you might have, things that I maybe haven't answered for you. I know you're probably going to be typing right now, so I've got some questions that we usually get. So one of the questions is, can students swap sessions? So you're going to be working in coaching groups, about 25 people in one coaching group, and you're going to be working with them for the duration of the program. So we want you to work with the same group. If you need to swap it because, for instance, I don't know, you go on Sunday, you go to school. So you have done Friday and Saturday in the morning and you want to do afternoon on Sunday. That's possible. Just need to know that you're going to be working in different coaching groups. So that's a really important thing. And also we get the question, do you need to be with people from your school at the course if you're coming as part of a school group? So what we say is not necessarily, because once we get you registered, all of you as a school group, when we create our coaching groups, we divide the groups so they are internationally mixed as much as possible. So literally we will see how many countries we have, and we'll evenly distribute the mix in the coaching groups. You're also going to be working with students of a similar age. So students 11 to 14 will be working together, and students 15 to 18 will be working together, so that you can engage with the content in an age-appropriate way. So this is really, really important to know. Obviously, if you're coming with a big group, you might have some familiar faces in your coaching group. but most of the people will be coming from a different school. Can students work as a group on projects? Of course you can. If you feel that there is something that you're passionate about and you want to work together, absolutely collaborate. Do something amazing together, but make sure that at the end of those 30 days, every member of that group submits their individual evidence for the project that they've done, so that we can issue all of you with the right certificate. So that's really important to know. So we've got a question about, do people from school groups pay split individually or through the school? So if you're coming as a school group and your teacher is organizing a group, you should be paying to the school. If you want to come and you don't want to wait for any school groups forming, etc., and want to just pay for your place, you can do that as well. So last year we had a school group that we agreed on, and the teacher collected all the money, and then afterwards we had a few people saying, oh, I want to do this as well. So rather than going through the school, they directly just got their individual place. So I'm hoping that this answers that question for you. Right, okay, so is the GSL Hive open all day long or only in arranged times? So it's open for you to access at all times. Because it's a safe space, we need to moderate the content. So we moderate the content in our office hours. So you can access it, but you might see that maybe you post something and there's a delay in this being visible for other members. So that you might see, especially with the difference in time zones. But we tend to keep it updated as often as possible. And also a question, what happens when student misses a session? So don't worry if you miss a session. It will not affect your certification, because we take this whole experience with the 30 days as a whole, and we understand that sometimes you might miss one session. Just let us know in advance so we can inform your coach. The only thing, we will not be able to share a recording of that session. We are recording all of them for safeguarding purpose. However, we are not able to share it because the session will be done in Zoom rooms. So you'll be able to have your camera on, to have your mic on, engage in conversation. So for that reason, we are unable to share this. If it's a webinar like this one, we are usually recording webinars and then making them public. So great. Can we collect issues about each class and share them with the student leader and try and solve them? I'm not sure if I completely understand the question, but absolutely, if you want to, you can always, which it comes to the next slide really, which is contact details. So you can always contact us if you have any questions, and we haven't had a chance to answer them today. Just send us an email at GSL Catalyst, or just come to our website and use the chat. The chat function, we have it open throughout the working week, UK time, from 9 to 5. You can ask a question there, speak to someone from our team. So hopefully that helps. And also follow us at Global Social Leaders on Instagram and other places. If you have any things you would like to, any projects you're running and to share, excellent, do that. So will the students have someone guiding from the team, guiding them through the project? So this is, an independent challenge. So you are the leaders. We are always here. If you have a question for us, we're always here to help. You will have the GSL Hive also to post questions there, so you'll get that support. But it is your project. We believe in you. We know that you're going to do an incredible job. If I go by myself, will my parents have to come too? So that's an excellent question. So the course itself is just for students. So we don't expect for teachers, we don't expect for parents to be there at all. So all you have to do is just come by yourself. It's going to be run on Zoom. So all you need is a good internet connection and you are in. Perfect. I see that we are now getting, the questions are pretty much all being answered. So someone is asking, when is the presentation for the students, please? This is the presentation for the students. We are recording this. So if anyone missed this, we will be able to, we will be sending this to the teachers and also making this video available on our website. Right, someone asked, how long do we stay here? So this is perfect. We are actually coming to the end. This was meant to be a 30-minute webinar, so we are just running slightly over. Thank you so much, and that's because we had so many questions. So thank you for being so engaging, and we hope to see you at the program in November. So all the best. Think globally, act socially, and start now. Goodbye.